Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Welcome if you're new. I'm Stacy, and tonight we are going to be painting on this canvas that I've had floating around the apartment for a couple months now. I did the background on it, just playing around with gouache and modeling paste, and then I used some of that gold leaf, well it's bronze, but gold leaf stuff to, well, let's see, which one did I use? This one, this copper leaf, and kind of just put it in there and let it dry in the paint. It did dull it down a bit, but I don't mind that. I like the textures. And then I went ahead and drew, I don't know if you can see that, stand up so I can see the camera. Drew an octopus on there in pencil and graphite a couple of days ago. And now I'm getting to the actual painting of the octopus. This is gouache, and I kind of did a bunch of and the modeling paste gave me a bunch of different textures, little textures, not anything big. But I think I'd like him to pop out a little bit, so I know you can't really see him right now, not very well anyways, but I'm going to use a little bit of modeling paste. And I got out some colors. Let's see, well, white, because I probably will need it at some point. This is the pearl orange. I wanted to do pearl. This is Arteza, by the way, gouache. I have tons of Arteza gouache. I got the 64 set quite a while ago. I'm going to just scoot these over so you guys can see what's going on. I think I'm just going to put them here. This one is pearlescent, so it's going to have a little bit of shine. The rest will dry matte. So that's the pearl orange. I got out violet for the darks because I didn't want to use a black. Oh, there's a hair in there. My hair. Let's get that out of the way. I'm just going to put out a little bit of that because I don't know if I'm going to need a whole lot. And then I grabbed the saffron orange for spots where I want it to be more matte, to have a more matte finish. And it is a little brighter than the pearl orange. Big old glob of that. And then I need to get more of this color, bumblebee yellow. This color I like a lot. I've used quite a lot of it over the years. I've had these Arteza Gouache tubes for I don't know, 3-4 years now, and I keep forgetting I have them, honestly. They are in drawers now. Ooh. They are in drawers now. Easily accessible. So all my tubes are in 2 separate drawers. Easily accessible. Right there within reach. So we can just grab some out and work on our art. I'll tap that off. Sorry if that was loud. Okay. Should I put white out right now? I don't know. Maybe a little bit. I also have a little cup of beads and like faux stones that I want to put in here as well. This is my M-gram white gouache. I'm just going to put out a little bit of that too, because I always put out way too much. And I don't end up using it all, so just a touch. As you can see, I use quite a lot of it. This was a big old tube of paint. I've got it folded over twice. I don't care for the metal tubes, but that's just personal preference. Okay, so I need something to mix with. I didn't think about that when I sat down. Other than a paintbrush. We don't want to mix with our paintbrush because that's just silly. I don't see where my palette knife is. It has disappeared. It has run away. Where did it go? I was just saw it earlier today. Found it. It was over with the glitter. I was using it to tap off the funnel and the little whatchamacallits for the I was putting the glitter in containers from bags because it just stores better in my new storage drawers that I got. Wondering, wonder if I should just mix it on this. A touch of water in there. There we go. mobility. Let's wipe the end of that off. I really do just want to create textures. I'm gonna pretty much obliterate my drawing, but that's okay. So it's gonna go around the edge as well. Oops. So I'm just gonna need a lot more of this modeling paste. Maybe I should put the modeling paste right on the palette. Anybody out there screaming at me right now? What are you doing? I have no idea. This is an experiment, by the way. This is all experimentation. Maybe we should put this in here so I have something to scrape it off on. There we go. Give our modeling paste a little bit of color. The modeling paste is acrylic. So keeping that in mind, I think I might want a little bit of this in here. Oopsie. There we go. These little bugs are making me insane. They're everywhere right now. I don't know why. Okay. And the reason I'm using modeling paste is because I want him to feel a little bit 3D. I want him to feel like she, it is coming up off the canvas a bit. And I've never done this before. This is brand spanking new technique. I guess you could call it a technique, right? Mm-hmm. Bump up a little bit right there. I'm not going to fully cover every little bit. I'm going to pick this up, scrape that off right there. It's kind of like frosting. Ooh, that was a horrible noise. Sorry about that. I'll just wrap it around the side here, because we can. Just gonna frost the edge a little bit. It's totally fine. Totally fine. This is me experimenting with my art supplies. Why? I've been thinking about this particular painting for months. How in the world am I going to do it? What am I going to paint on this canvas? For a little while I was thinking whales, because I love to paint whales. I haven't done a whale piece, I don't think, this year, at least not on camera. I tend to do a whale painting almost every year. Sometimes I draw them in my sketchbooks, kind of a lot. Kind of a lot. Should we do more? I feel like we should do more. How do I want to get this off of here? I'll use this. I have all kinds of tools on the desk, you guys. All kinds of stuff going on. Okay. Just set that there. Probably should wipe this off, so I'm not super contaminating this. So I have it for future projects. Just swish it around in the water a little bit. Some viscosity going. There we go. Scrape up another chunk. I'm wondering, no, I'm not gonna do it that way, because I want it to be colored, is why. But I don't want
the legs to be exactly the same color as the body. Wow, that's terrible noise. That was absolutely horrendous. A little touch of water for mixability. If you hear kids yelling, they're having a soccer game or something in the field next to my window. Don't mind them. Their folks are out there. They're fine. It's exactly like mixing frosting. And just add a little bit of water for the viscosity that you want. All right. Scoop this up and plop it in there. A little marbling effect going on. Oh my goodness, that's a horrible sound. Note to self, don't use a ceramic palette with a palette knife. It makes terrible noises. All right, here we go. Let's put a little bit of this up in here. And modeling paste will take a long time to dry. So you don't want to fuss with it too much. You know, I particularly don't want a lot of like sharp edges. I'm kind of going for a more like bubbly kind of look. And I'm not minding all the different colors going on. I mean, you guys can see the textures. And this is all good fun right here. This is all good fun. Let's grab another dollop with our spatula. And just give it little soft swirls. Because I want it to be a little bit thick, I want to put those beads in it while it's still very tacky. And this is just fun, so I'm just chillaxing and frosting, putting some frosting on my canvas. Cause it's fun. I feel like I want to put some of the jewels in. I need tweezers because I don't want the holes to show. Because these are beads. Some of them have pretty prominent holes, and I want them to go in. Wedged on there a little too well into the piece. Become part of it like that. Is this gonna work? Probably not. Probably gonna have to use my fingers. Dexterity. There. That one there. And I may put a little more modeling paste in here and there to really make sure they stay in the painting. I might actually go over this with a finish as well. Got some, there we go, little flat ones too. I just thought this would be fun. This is just for fun. Arts and crafts. Is it not fun? I think it's fun. I'll put a couple there. Swoosh that around. Is this a good idea? Or are you guys like, no, don't do that? I think it's fun. I don't want to go too overboard with the different textures and stuff, but I definitely want to have fun with it. Okay, well, there's this glass looking one right here that I want to definitely put in. Ooh, come here. On the side over here. Whoopsie. There we go. Let's clean that up while it's still allowable.
I did put a watercolor ground on top of this as well, which is another reason why my leafing dulled down quite a bit. Just something to know. Put that there. I don't want it to completely cover that stone. I'm gonna wrap it around just a little bit to keep it on the canvas. And I don't know if this is gonna hold these on the canvas. I would think it would, because it's acrylic, so it'll bind and, you know, hold it in there, is my thought pattern. And I'm actually digging how it looks. Really, really a lot. So far. I could get all done with it and be like, man, that was a mistake. What am I gonna do with this now? Put some around here. Probably should put something else on the edge there as well. Let's do a little bit of green. Plop that in. And maybe a little white one over here. It's got white and green in it. I'm digging it. Hopefully it'll stay. There we go. I'm not gonna just use strictly these stones for. Ooh, where'd that go? Oops. Totally in the wrong spot. For texture, I'm gonna use paint as well. I just haven't got that far. Let's go ahead and put another pearl right there. Grab some more paint. Maybe. Anybody losing their mind because I have my medium opened? Sorry about that. It just occurred to me that I probably should close it up. So yeah, I just have, and I've been in a weird funk. I haven't felt like getting on camera or drawing or I haven't done hardly any art at all. No creative stuff. Didn't even feel like it today. I've been thinking about this painting, of course, for quite a while, but I don't feel like painting. Or I didn't. I'm in it now. I'm actually feeling pretty good. It feels better. Better. This one. So, yeah. Just, it's been a hot minute since I've done anything. Okay, yeah, so this is an arch here. I definitely needed a reference photo for this. And there's all kinds of stuff going on here. There's a swirl. There's a swirl right here. A tentacle back behind this guy. Doesn't make any sense visually, but it's there. Swirls around. So I'm gonna put it in. Maybe it'll make sense later. I need to put in this. Dark spot right here. I'm not gonna overthink it. I'm just gonna do it. I feel like I'm starting to overthink the process here. Let's block in this eye. That'll help, right? That'll help with how it looks overall. Put that eye there. that's not going to continue. It's not going to stay that way. I'm just place marking. Putting in some place marks. So we're going to get in there with a smaller brush to do that. Alright. I need to clean this. Set it there. I need to clean this and get it out of the water. Then I need a little bit more of this stuff. And I'll just scrape that up. Mix it in. A dollop of water. Just the tiniest dollop of water. Just kind of dipping the pen in really quick, or the tip of this in super fast, and then it's just wet. And mix that up to give it a little bit of viscosity, because this stuff is thick. I mean, it's like super dense spackle. If you've ever used spackle, I'm gonna go ahead and throw the lid on that real quick. And I think we should put in a touch of pearl. Get in there. Maybe put a little more of that out. And put some more of the saffron out. And maybe a dollop in there. There we go. Give that a little stir. Excuse me. Bottom of the paintbrush is really good for mixing, by the way. Just saying. Come in here and don't want to do that. Next, I feel like I need to take a small brush, something, not a rig, maybe a rigger, not a rigger, not quite that, not quite that. There you are. This one will work. Is this considered a rigger? No, it's a number 1 Royal and Langnickel liner. And she's a mess. We just wet it. She'll be fine. And I'm going to come in here with my purple. Just straight purple. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to start playing around with texture and lines and making him look the way I want him to look. Now, if you don't want your octopus to have textures and detail lines and whatnot, you do not have to do this part at all. A few dark spots. Glaze in. Make some like a little bit of weight in that. Maybe not quite that much weight. Come in here and float over the top. And once again, anything I don't like, I can always go in over the top and change it up. Change it up. This whatever I want it to be. I don't know how it's looking on the camera. I can't see my camera when I'm filming. Oh, I probably should look and make sure I'm still filming. Oh, hey, it's looking pretty cool. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. La la la. Oh. Let's put in some darkness over here, a little bit there, a little bit here. Just gonna skim that in a bit. Oh. Got a little carried away. I like that. Give it a little swirl and a little push, since it's not completely dry yet. Ooh, that's kind of neat. Ooh, I like that. Oh, an experiment. I'm not locked into this. It's not precious. This is just good fun. Coming down here. Get in some texturing, some more texturing. A little bit of shadowing. Oh, this is fun. A little too much lavender going on there. I don't take that very much. Just come in and put in a spot. Ooh, I like that. That's fun. Now you don't want to get too chunky with just gouache because it will harden and pop off. It could pop off. Just something to keep in mind as you're playing around with your mediums and your gouache. Gouache isn't really meant for this. I'm playing with my toys because I can. Whoa, I'm digging that texture. That looks cool. You don't always need a paintbrush. Sometimes you just need to get your hands in there and have fun with that. Digging those textures. That's kind of cool. That. And then a couple dots of purple. We'll tap those in. Get some cool swirly texture things happening. And I know you're probably wondering, what about the suction cups? I'm totally getting there, I swear. Okay. Purple, right through there, a little more purple, maybe actual paint right here, and then get that texture in right through there. And right through there, coming up through here, like that. Ooh, that looks fun. Okay, cool. Fun, fun. I was wondering how I was going to do that. Get that shape going. Now I know. Now I know. Right, and then through here comes around, around, and down. Down through there, and I want it to come down this way through here, like that. Is anybody else digging this or not really? Is it too much? It's probably a little over top. Do you know what? I'm having a blast. And I did want something crazy 3D to hang on my wall, so this is really working for me. Right, I feel like I should spritz my whole situation here. Okay. I do want to do a little bit more spackle. A little spackle. Right in here. Ooh, alright, dig the white. Right through there. That works out. Not fighting that. And I think I want to take... I need the bottom of something. Maybe a pencil. Dip it in the white. Like that. And is that gonna work, or should I wait till it's dry? I just want like the feeling of suction cups, you know? That they don't have to be completely white.
white gouache. Oh my word. I really didn't think I'd use all the white gouache. I never do. I usually have a big old glob left over. We gotta get in some textures. We gotta fix that eye. I just dipped my pencil in the water like it was a paintbrush. It's totally fine. Pencil's fine. The pencil is good. See, this stuff on my fingers already flaking off. Okay. And then I'm gonna get this and we're gonna come in here. I think this is dry enough that I can get the eye in the way I want it. That might be too much water. There we go. Astrid's not gonna like this painting. She's gonna tell me it's too scary. I think it looks cool. She's gonna have to suck it up. Because Nana likes it. Come up here and get in this bit. Darkness through there. Bloop. Bloop, bloop, bloop. There. Then, let's see. Here for sure. Ooh, and then this comes all the way around and all the way down like that, and then there's the lower lid situation right through here. Like that. Whoops, too much. Maybe we scrape off some of the chunkiness. And I could just wait for this to dry too and go over the top with the, for the texturing and whatnot. There's no need to work around in this really wet, thick stuff if I don't want to. Then back behind this glow right through there, like that. Ta-da! Do I like it? I think I do. I think I do. A bit of texture happening there. I want to come in and get a little bit of that through there. Okay. Take it. Then under this eye over here, right through here. Okay. Gonna take that. Oh, that was a horrible noise. I don't want to get too carried away right there. I do right here though. Ooh. feel like I'm fussing too much at this point. Am I fussing too much? Or is it just starting to get to the more finished part of the piece? I feel like I could pick at this for hours and then just wipe it all off and start over. Let's see. That? I don't know. I feel like I'm overworking it a lot at this point. I should have just left it alone a while ago. Okay, should I just leave it alone, you guys? I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna let it dry. I'm gonna come back to it tomorrow and see how I feel about it. I might not even put this video up. Who knows? Who really knows? Only me and the Lord. That's who. Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm really digging the eye situation at this point. I feel like just a few more details. That. That's important. I keep losing that one right there. Coming up into that hood right there.
Okay, I feel like I should just leave it alone now. I'm gonna stop. I think this video is probably way too long. But I'm gonna stop there. I'm kind of really digging it. Are you guys? Does anybody else like it other than me? Oh, Lordy. I feel like, whoopsie, that's way too much water. Just dab that up. Got in there with way too much water. What am I thinking? What was I thinking? Oh, yeah, I was thinking that line was a little too... It was just a little too something. I don't know. Maybe just leave well enough alone, right? Leave well enough alone, lady. I mean, jeez. Okay. Okay. Put it down. Stop. Okay. I'm gonna stand up and look in the mirror. I gotta clean up this whole mess. I made a huge mess. That usually means I had a really good art session is when I made a huge mess. So this is what it looks like. I'm gonna stop. I'm probably not gonna fuss with it too much more. I'm liking the dimension I got right here. That's cool. A little bit of kickback back there. That's cool. I feel like it should be just through here. Like that. Yeah. Just through there. Just a teensy tiny squish. Maybe a touch here. Up through there. Yeah, I like that. See, it helps when you get away from it. Then you can really get a little bit of perspective. Alright. I feel like the eye could be darker, but I need to let it dry so that it's matte. So that it's matte, because it's shiny right now because it's wet. Alright. I'm going to pick it up and get stuff everywhere. Just give you a close-up of all the craziness. It's pretty, well, it's not like super high up off there, but there's tons of texture going on. This was fun. I had a lot of fun. I did not know what I was going to paint on this blue canvas. A couple of the streaks I saw whales. At one point I saw turtles. And then I was like, I just don't know what to put on the background. Because sometimes you make a background, right? And you're like, it looks so good. You don't want to mess it up. Yeah, here we are. Here we are. I'm not liking that yellow spot right there. Might have to get in there with some blue and fix it. What blue are you? Nope. Let's see. Maybe this one? Just a little. These gel sticks dry completely. Matte. They don't. It's not going to be a bad thing. It's not going to be a bad thing, I don't think. I'm just going to leave it alone for now, though. What do you think? Yeah, I'm going to have to time lapse some of this. At any rate, let me know what you think, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for being here. Bye.